Was that a real hit? Like, was that a?
think it was it was off the wall, left
Oh,
center field.
okay. All right. So other than that,
Other than that, it's been tiny Dunky Daffy base hits. Shout out to I think you should leave. Did you guys see the new season?
I have not watched it yet.
I haven't finished it yet, but
It's
About
really
like
good. They're
halfway
3 for
through.
3. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say it's not as good as seasons 1 and 2 because we're just so accustomed to that, and it's tough to judge it after a week it's been out now. But there are some certified bangers in there. Driving Crooner, Liam,
God,
Auto-
Driving Crooner's so good.
automatic
I
F
just-
tier.
I just keep going back to it. Like I don't want to watch any of the others because I know they're not going to top it.
Biff Whiff
Gotta,
with another.
gotta be
great-
right next to me. Gotta be right next to me.
It has to be it. It has to be it.
What decals? The hat and the cigar.
Try to make it look fake. Biff Whiff with the Shark Brothers skit.
I don't know if I saw that one
He was
yet.
Crash. Oh, you haven't seen that one with Crashmore making his
No,
return?
I haven't seen Crashmore yet. He hasn't showed up.
Okay.
Isn't he sick, Crashmore?
I think I saw something. He has cancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Real guy's name I think is Biff Whiff.
Like
I'm
in
ju-
real life?
That might maybe like a stage name, or maybe that is his actual name. But yeah, it's Biff Whiff.
3-zip.
So shout out to him. Yeah, 3. Yeah, not a good inning for
I like
Bayo right now.
the one with
Let's keep talking about. I think you should leave. Let's.
Yeah.
the one with what's his face from SNL where he's got the ponytail and
Fred
he's
Arn-
stuck under the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will Forte. Yeah.
Ah!
No, don't
You
cut
can't park your car on the sidewalk.
it. Puts his hand in the dog shit. No, again, pretty good. The zip line, of course. I think that's like the consensus leader in the clubhouse right now for favorite skit. The
Ronnie.
The Summer in Love one. Yeah. I think Carlos is a hoe. But yeah, Jake, get on that again. It's 15 minutes, 6 episodes,
Hey,
in and out.
Liam, Les Mis, you said you were a big fan of that flick?
Yeah, I enjoy Les Mis. I saw it in
movie,
the theaters.
That movie sucked. It was really
I mean, it's
bad.
like it's too long.
It feels
like 2.5
yeah,
hours.
It
But like the
feels
Anne
like it's-
Hathaway 2012.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
watched it the other night. It feels like it's 8 hours long. That was like the.
It's
I
like
mean,
real slow. at
I've
points.
watched.
No, Prisoner 24661.
Yeah. No, I
Russell
mean,
Crowe's the best part.
and also Sophie made fun of me for this. She's a big like theater. You know, she grew up
Music head.
going show tunes and stuff. But she said it is like you know how there's musicals where it's just whatever and then they sing like the songs, and then there's also musicals where they're singing almost all the dialogue like with the Les Mis.
That's hard. That's hard to keep up with.
Les Mis is the latter where it's they sing like basically the entire thing.
Hamilton.
I
too.
I hate it. I
Not a
hate
fan.
Yeah, no, I don't love
I'd
the
rather
speaking.
I'd
singing,
rather it's normal, and then I come for the great songs. I don't need to hear two people having a conversation like with rhythm. That's
in
not,
harmony.
Yeah, that's not why I'm. And Sophie said that the Broadway community would mock me for that take. That's like
They might.
That's the bozo take.
No, I
guess.
do feel like quote unquote real musicals. They're singing the entire time, regardless of whether it's a song or.
I think
No,
I'm with Jake though. I
like-
kind of like the Cowards musical.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah, where
like,
it's just like breaking a song every now and again.
like
Yeah.
Hairspray.
Hairspray's
Fucking
a
love it.
banger.
Oh, I like
One-
Hairspray.
Hairspray probably my fave.
They call him Corny Collins.
I fucking love Hairspray. I love Book of Mormon. I'm a big fan.
Asadiga Ibawai.
Funny girl. I mean, they talk. They just talk. I just don't like when they're. I don't like it. I don't. Takes me out of it.
We're the
you know?
podcast for perverts, and we're also the podcast for Broadway cowards. I'm fine with that.
I guess takes me out of it because it's. I don't know.
Yeah, like why is he singing that?
So,
He's
are
just
you a
speaking.
Hamilton guy? Have you seen Hamilton? You're not.
I'll make the except. Well, yeah.
No,
No,
I'm
I
not
do
a
like
Hamilton
Hamilton. I am a Hamilton guy.
What'd you say,
But
Liam?
that.
Not
Liam's
for me.
not a Hamilton guy,
Not for me. It insists upon itself.
and it's hits upon
Typical Lin Manuel.
No, I'm a Lin guy. I did a 180
Can't
on
stand
Lin.
him. Can't stand him.
He's a huge dork, but what a talent.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys know
for
the
sure.
meme of him where his like legs are crossed and he's making like that fish face?
I don't know that one. I know
You
the
know-
one where he's biting his lip. I know that one.
I know both.
It's basically it's kind of both. It showed up on my timeline the other day, and it's like when I'm leaving the airport after shoving the plane up my ass. So stupid.
Speaking of the airport,
nice verbal mean.
Speaking of the airport, another Jake little media thing here. I watched Casino Royale yesterday.
Sure.
My first Bond picture I've ever seen.
Really?
First ever.
Yeah. Yep.
You never
first
saw
time.
any of those?
You're the big,
No,
cinema,
I
you're the
never-
big
Correct.
cinema guy.
I know, and Bond was never for me.
It insists upon itself.
I'm an Ethan Hunt man. I'm a hunt
Yeah,
head.
that's fair.
I'm a mission head.
You're serving Hunt.
Yeah, good movie though. But it's unfortunate because I know I now have to watch Quantum of Solace before I can watch Skyfall. Which
Yeah, Quantum's a stinker.
Quantum's tough.
Skyfall's very
It got
good.
it got hit by the writer's strike.
It
That
did.
was
I know.
the
Yeah,
reason.
that was
Yeah.
one of the casualties. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But yeah, Casino Royale, good movie. Eva Green, special.
special.
Yeah,
Bottom Lansdowne. Good podcast.
Special.
Fitz, Jake, and Liam.
also special.
Special. I'm James Loney, aka Fitz. I'm joined by Spider Punk, aka Jake. We will be getting into more cinema on Lansdowne later on in the episode. That'll probably be our third and final segment when we're done talking about Sprots and all the Sprots heads can exit stage left while we talk about Spider-Man, which was, I mean, I'll just get out ahead of it. It was fucking fantastic. We'll get into the specifics. Also, Smiley's publicist, aka Liam. After rumors of Smiley dating Taylor Swift. Do you have any comment about that, Liam?
I can't comment on that. I know nothing
Liam
about
viral
it. Sorry.
again.
Yeah, Liam,
Viral
another
again.
banger.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just posted the Astros lineup from 2019, and
Which was good.
hey,
Good lineup.
it always hits. The 2019 Astros, man.
Yeah,
People love them. People eat that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, great team.
Folks, they were good.
That tweet got sent into a screenshot of the tweet that was used in an Instagram post by like one of those MLB hypebeast.
Yeah, Liam got
Instagram
aggregated.
profiles. Yeah,
He got
For sure.
aggregated.
they said it
hard.
was plagiarism. My buddy sent it into the group, said plagiarism. Like the least they could do is listen to the pod.
Yeah.
And again,
Well,
that pod.
they gave you
Insane.
credit, Liam. Right? It was you were in?
Yes,
your
they
username
they
was in
kept
it.
the
So you actually
there
got proper credit this time when you went viral as opposed
Yeah, there
to
was,
Juan Soto.
there was so yeah, the one on like that Instagram video was my full name and handle and picture and everything.
Address, IP.
Yeah.
Yeah, social security. But there was one on TikTok.
Do you guys
where it
know
was
your
just-
social security number by heart?
Off the top of my head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't.
It's
Yeah. Do you really? You know it off the top of your head?
I do. I'm not going
I
to
didn't-
prove it.
I didn't know
No,
that.
no,
I'm not
you don't
going
know. I
to
don't
prove
need
it right
I don't
now,
need
but I
you to-
do.
I don't need you to prove it. I don't know mine. I have mine written down.
Yeah.
Don't know it.
As long as you know where if it's in a safe space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Why? Because it's a triggered little snowflake. It has to be in the safe space.
yeah.
That one didn't land. Sorry about that. No,
Yeah.
pity laugh from Liam.
But anyway, someone had taken it and put it into one of those TikTok slideshows, and they had cut off my
Oh.
name and handle, and you could just see half my photo.
How'd you find that? How'd you find that? one?
Someone posted it in some group chat on Twitter.
Oh, that's great. Congrats, dude. That's awesome.
yeah.
You got aggregated.
Happens to the best of us.
got into the algorithm. So,
Yeah.
all right, almost 10 minutes in. Maybe we should talk about the Boston Red Sox, huh?
Should we though?
I don't want to, but we should.
Especially
You know.
after Sunday.
Fans First Sports Network may not appreciate if we don't talk about the Red Sox. You know, Daddy FFSN. You know,
Yeah.
so what a dog shit fucking week of baseball, man.
All right. Now,
We're recording this on Monday, by the way. We're releasing
Yeah.
Wednesday, so maybe they
But-
come back and win this game. It's the bottom of the fifth right now, one out. Reyes, or is that Wong? Yeah, that's Wong. Excuse me. He just struck
that's
out
fucking
swinging.
sick that the Guardians have Bieber and Bibby. That's great. That's really fun.
Yeah, and we got them
Fun
coming
duo.
up.
Fun to say.
Bieber kind of stinks now.
I know.
I did not realize that
I didn't
until
either,
someone
yeah.
showed me
I
his
got
savant
I got
page.
a little horny
He
when
does
they
not
said
have
he
the
was,
stamina.
he was going to get traded. And then I was quickly brought down to earth by a whole lot of blue on that savant page.
Not a whole lot of
blue.
red.
No.
But no, since we last spoke, the Red Sox have won exactly 2 games.
Okay, that's better than one.
It's not as good as 3. It could be 3. It could be 3. We could do like a choose your own adventure like podcast, like skip to this time code if the Red Sox ended up winning on Monday. Skip to this one if they ended up losing on Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God! Wait. So, well, this will be good. So the Brian Bayo's 5th inning he had, where he gave up the 3 runs.
Pain in the butt, but
The exit velocities and the XBAs, I have them right here. So it starts off with a double, but then after that, Manny Margot hits a single at 89 miles per hour with a 100 XBA.
yeah, again, tiny Denki Davy.
Vidal?
Vidal Brujan.
Vidal hits he grounds out, but that gets Manny over to third. And then Mejia comes up. That was a real hit, 380 XBA with a 94. Yandy, 94 exit velo as well, but only 220 on that one. Wander, real hit. He's really talented.
It was
Josh
kind of like
Lowe,
opposite field. It just kind of found
just
the
a
weak
lot
spot,
of
dropped
dinks,
in.
and
you
then
know?
Josh Lowe moves the runner over with a 130.
Now Josh is Josh Lowe, and then I know it's Brandon Lau, but that's Josh Lowe.
That's correct. I think.
Don't they have a third Lowe Lau in there? Isn't there a third one? You're muted, Liam.
There's a Nate Lowe or Lau somewhere else.
Well, that's Texas. That's Nathaniel.
Lau.
Former.
I always
former
think
Ray.
of The
They
Dark
love him.
Knight when I hear
They
Lau.
love their Laus.
Because when Gordon comes in, he goes, Lau? Like,
Who could forget that line of The Dark Knight? That's an
Yeah,
iconic line.
Iconic delivery.
Yeah.
Lau? He wanted to get caught?
So where do we want to start about with the Red Sox, fellas? You could go in the Bayo
fucking stinks
direction.
right
You
now.
get Sales hurt. Tapia's gone.
Sales done for
Arroyo's
the season,
back.
by the way. I foresee
No.
His shoulder, he had to get an MRI in his shoulder. When your
They
shoulder...
think it's minor. Cora said it's
Who
not
said
a
that?
big
They
deal.
said they don't have the
Cora
results.
did.
Like,
Alex
we're a
Cora,
week
the
away.
manager.
They gotta go to the science.
The
Science
manager
needs to
himself
look
said
at
it's
it.
not it's not a huge deal. The manager himself said that. Chris Sale, I mean, of course, Chris Sale's going to say.
I
it's
was
not a
going
deal,
to say I'm
but-
not sure anyone, God, could say that Chris Sale's arm is fine, and I would be like, I don't know.
But no, I'm pretty sure Cora said it's all things considered a minor thing, just a little bit of rest and R&R. Ever heard of it? Look it up. R&R. Horrifies me though. I will say that. Like, of course,
Yeah, I'm unconvinced.
Shoulder and elbow issues, obviously not what you want to see.
It's funny. I mean, it is a good bit that every time he fixes one of his injuries, a new one pops up. It's like, oh, okay, we're
Not
back
again.
from the elbow, break a hand, back from the hand. Now my shoulder's fucked
He's
up. It's
Mr.
funny.
Bill, man. It sucks.
It's good.
but
That's
he's
comedy.
Mr.
Comedy
Bill.
is all about threes.
Who else?
Fitz.
Who else
That's
but
what
Chris Sale?
That's what they tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, he just kind of shrugs a little bit like this, and the black string kind of circles around his
Like
face.
the Quagmire song.
Who else but Quagmire?
I actually have one thing I want to say about Chris Sale.
Let's hear it.
I think for the 24 season, which I think the Red Sox will contend next year, not as like an upper echelon team, but like a lower one. You know,
The Red Sox could contend as a lower echelon team this year, and what's
But I
so
think they'll be
frustrating is that
better-
they're so inconsistent.
No,
You know?
well, I know, but I
But
think they'll
anyways.
have. Okay, whatever.
Sorry
But
to cut you off.
I don't think you can go into next season expecting one start from Chris Sale. Like if he gives you something, that's fine. But I think you set a 5-man, and he's 6 or whatever. Like you can't. There's no way you could bank on him to make starts. At this
Starts
point.
as in plural,
Yeah, anything. I
even
just
singular.
again, I feel bad for the guy, and it sucks, but it's just.
Yeah,
It's like
everything
come
coming
on,
out of the
come on,
team,
man.
and again, it could be.
It does-
smoke.
it
Who
does-
knows what it is.
It especially hurts because he looked
Great.
quote unquote electric in the first 3 innings.
Dollar in the electric jar.
Yeah, he looked really good, and
He's looked great for
mean-
like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Huge pennant. But everything coming out of the team right now seems like, they're cautiously optimistic. Just rested it up a little bit. Like it's not like there's a strain or anything like that they really found, like a big tear or anything. But again, he's also on the wrong side of 30. So there's no reason to be concerned. But
the only
Well,
silver
also,
lining.
sorry, there's not a single man on earth that I would feel like I would feel less confident about when that have an injury.
Watch
Like
the
nothing, no history ever would lead me to believe. I think he'll be all right here.
Yeah.
watch the
That's-
MRI will come back clean at the end of this week, and then he'll get hit by a bus the following time.
That's
a piano will fall on him.
yeah. An Acme
anvil.
anvil. Yeah.
Yeah.
It says Acme ink on the side.
It's gonna explode like it's a big mushroom.
He's gonna
cloud.
run really fast into the side of a canyon that has a tunnel pointed or painted on it, rather, and he's gonna be as flat as a pancake. Yeah, no, the piano falls on him, and all the keys are his teeth.
A mallet, a big mallet's gonna hit him in the foot. A big wooden
He's gonna
mallet.
do the Tom and Jerry yell.
Oh man, but that's the thing though. Like a lot of his injuries after the Tommy John surgery have just been so fucking Looney Tunes. Like the comebacker off the hand, the bike thing. It's not like it's this recurring shoulder issue. It's this recurring elbow thing. It's this recurring knee thing. No, it's he bites into a pie that has a bomb in it. You know what I mean? That's what it is with him. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, I mean the only silver lining I got is it's not his elbow.
Kike, another nice catch. Sorry to interrupt. God, put him in center. How hard is this? He's a good center fielder defensively. Oh, God.
Yeah, the fact that I mean, that's just more of the
Salt in
team's
the wound.
issues.
It's
but
salt in the wound, actually. Now that he's decent out there, it's funny because Duvall's been hurt for 2 months, and the 3 days before he's scheduled to get back, you go, let's throw Kike out there.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Just
remember
in time.
Remember when he was a Gold Glove caliber center fielder for?
It turns out the really good defensive center fielder is good in center field still.
So that's terrific.
So, but yeah, Chris Sale, it's just poor guy. He was so dejected during the press conference too.
One thing about I don't understand why they had the press conference.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if
weird.
it was Chris Sale wanted to do it and like
I thought
be
the same thing.
accountable,
Which I wouldn't count that out. That's what he seemed.
but it was also like he didn't
Couldn't
tell
he,
us.
couldn't he just
anything.
do that in like the media scrum? I don't know why he need why
yeah,
they
like
hold
pre or post game in the
You
dugout.
go, I
or
got
something.
an MRI. It looks all right. Like I thought people
Like,
thought he
even
was
then, he's just like-
retiring. I don't.
That was absurd. I was like, what? No, that's. I'm not even considering that. But it was just strange because he didn't have anything to say outside of what
Yeah,
the
it
team
was-
had
was
released.
Mentioned that the
15
elbow
minutes
is
prior.
a-okay. He said that. He's like, the elbow's all good. Nothing wrong with the elbow. Which,
He's like, yeah, we got some more tests. Won't know anything for another week.
yeah.
Oh, why are we making a big deal about it? We don't know anything. Besides,
Yeah.
his shoulder's a little sore.
Yeah, it happens. My
Aren't
shoulder's a
all of
little
us?
sore every night that
Yeah.
I wake up, folks.
Shoulder, my back.
Yeah.
It happens.
Every day I wake up, break my arms, and every night I break my legs. Glass bones, paper skin.
I also wonder if part of it's just he tweaked something. Because I mean, didn't he have like a stomach bug out on the West Coast? Or maybe he just like wasn't
God, he's all banged
100%.
up.
It's always something. I
don't- I mean,
do
I
feel
don't know.
bad for the guy, but what a disaster he is. and again, I do genuinely feel bad like bagging on him because it's like he doesn't control
Yeah, you can.
his. But I tweeted this: how freeing is it going to be when that contract is up at the end of next year? And it's
Is
just
it though?
yes.
I don't know. I mean, it's just the starting rotation as a whole. I mean, it's
Oh,
not-
you mean
it's
like?
not
Do you
it-
think they'll extend him?
No, just like in general, like
Obviously
okay,
not at that rate, you know.
like
No.
no, I mean like the money.
I'd give him
that's freed up,
$3.
Great, but like, I mean,
That
it's
Patrick
starting-
Sardo, I have $3.
couldn't tell you what the starting rotation is going to look like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, I mean, God, it is.
Hey,
just so
quality
frustrating.
start for Brian Bayo, so that's nice, I guess.
Yeah,
No, it's true.
benched him in fantasy. I was
Yeah,
just
why
saying
not?
off the air. He struck out the first 3 guys. I'm like, well, I feel like a fucking idiot benching him. But then, I mean, obviously I want him to do well, but I could have used that.
It's
Non-believer.
Cool that the Red Sox have developed a starting pitcher. I think I'm comfortable saying that now. I think I've seen enough out of him.
There's still a handful of concerns I have regarding the command, but again, I keep saying you have to qualify that with like he's still a kid, he's still young. You know what I mean?
He hasn't
That's
even
gonna-
pitched a full seat.
That's gonna come with time. I'm not worried about that. The raw stuff, like that, when the changeup was working, it's disgusting. Disgusting changeup.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he's gonna be mighty
the
good.
last 6 or 7 starts, he's been great. Like, there's nothing.
What's strange though is that Savant, if you even just looked at it, Savant's not going to agree with you because he does have some instances where he gives up some wild contact. Saw it today. I mean, Kike made that great catch in right center field, but on a warmer day, that's out.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
again,
his
all
Savant is
this
not great.
all this stuff comes in time, I think, with him. I think just watching him, yeah, there's instances of loud contact. Yeah, there's instances of he'll walk a couple guys in the same frame. But again, it's also an instance of how old is he? He's, what, 23?
He's 24.
24.
24.
Age
Okay.
24 season.
But again, yeah, it's essentially, just his first time around the league or so. That's going to develop. That's going to come with time. I don't think he's going to be this superstar ace. But I think he is shaping up to be a guy who could be a very solid number 2 in the future. May not be right now, but I think good things are ahead for Bayo. And you saw it the first couple of frames here against Tampa. The best team in the league record-wise. Mowed him down for the first 4 innings. The 5th inning was obviously tough. But again, it's growing pains. So you see the
guys know
potential there.
You know what's weird? We're talking about the team developing starting pitchers.
Yeah.
How many career starts do you guys think Houck has made?
Ooh, okay, that's fun. I'm gonna guess
35.
41.
Okay. Both wrong. Fitz, you were closest though. 31.
Oh, that's a full year.
Not a good Price is Right guess, though. I went over.
His career high in games started was 13 and 21. He's made 11 starts this year.
Made some
I
handful
didn't
starts
realize.
in 20.
I mean, Bayo already made 11 starts last year. He's already got 8 this year. I mean, if we're talking about developing starting pitchers, like, do we really even like want to include Houck in that
I was
conversation?
gonna say that the definition of he would have to be a starting pitcher, which he's like a rhino. He's a Spino, starting pitcher in name only.
Yeah.
Like,
good, Fitz.
He's a Spino.
Fitz, that's good.
I didn't realize Houck had made that few starts. It feels like he's made so many more than that.
Yeah, he's been around since
Well,
the COVID year.
Yeah, he's been around for 3 years, but for a
But
while
even then,
they've been shuffling
his
him.
Hey, what happened there?
outside of today.
Turner home run. Turner's been delightful the last week and a half or so. Shout out Justin Turner.
Sure.
Solo home
He
run.
had a nice May.
Yeah.
Not enough. I mean, not that.
Huge
that's
in that
Bayo's-
first game on the doubleheader.
Yeah, right.
After
We get
today-
swept. We get swept without him.
Bayo's already got 100 innings pitched compared to Houck's 203 in 19 games started.
Yeah. I mean,
So Houck, he's gonna love the bullpen.
Again, it's
well, not anymore. I mean, unless we don't know with Sale's
with
deal
Sale,
is.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Right,
Nah, bring
but-
Kluber back. Put Kluber. You were in the rotation again.
Kluber got the win the other day. I'll have you know he might
did.
be back. Is he
Yeah.
back? Man. Gosh. So, all right, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick breather here. Quick brazier here. And we'll get into some
Dodgers
more
legend.
stuff. Yeah, do want to get into the news about Raimel Tapia after the jump, which is right
It's a good call.
now. Or maybe it's not right now because an ad may not populate. But if it does, it will populate in about 5 seconds. If not, it will just sound like an awkward stop. But ad time.
Devers, another hit.
No fucking way they have Caleb Bort warming up. Right. I understand that there was just a doubleheader, and who cares?
Buddy, the
Caleb
arms
Bort.
are the arms are thin.
I'd put Jake in there over Caleb Bort.
Oh, don't worry, Nikki
Jake.
P's up. Nikki
Fitz,
P's
I don't
getting
even
out.
have a shoulder that works, pal.
Caleb Bort doesn't have anything that works.
That's fair. I actually wonder what I would top out at before I dislocated my arm.
Yeah, I would probably not much. I'd probably
61.
I was gonna say 62. Genuinely, I was gonna say 62. That wasn't a bit. I was gonna say 62. No, I'll give myself a little bit more credit. That I'll say. No, actually, no, I won't. I'll say 62. All right. Shane O'Mac, 87 pitches, bottom 6. Runner on first. Come on now, fellas.
The
in
Rays.
this game.
Can we talk about how fucking annoying the Rays are just in general?
Don't do that coming back from the break.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Hold on. Let me just make a note. 5 seconds. We're back. Pod on Lansdowne. Jake, Liam, Fitz, as always. Again, apologies if something sounds out of date on this Wednesday because we're recording Monday afternoon because Jake's going to be in the Big Apple, in the big city again.
The city of apples. That's right.
Are you going to do the thing where you keep saying, like, the city that never sleeps, like, walking around?
I do that every time I go, yeah.
And
I'm walking in!
Yeah, that's a good bet. I like that.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, and it pisses Sophie off.
I was going to say, I'm
no
sure
end,
Sophie
so.
loves it.
Yeah.
Liam, what's the voicemail line? Test.
617-420-2431.
Dang, he's got it now, folks.
Yeah.
He's got it on lock. He
Yeah.
knows it now. He knows it off the dome.
Yeah.
The
Knows it
celly's
off
been
the
dry, folks. Please call us.
Yes. I'll double check. I actually haven't checked in the last couple. I've been busy the last couple days doing wife guy shit. But let me double check. Nothing in there, folks. Nothing.
God.
Ugh, unbelievable.
Guys stink. You know, this is your call to
you.
action. Call the voicemail line. 617-420-2431 if you want to be on the program. That's 617-420-2431. Call in, you bastards. No, we're kidding. We love you. We thank you for listening to another edition of Pod on Lansdowne. The show's on Twitter as well, by the way, if you haven't heard. If you don't know, now you know. At Pod on Lansdowne on Twitter. I am at Fitzy Mopena on Twitter. Jake is at Jake Wallinger on Twitter. Liam is Liam Fennessy _ on Twitter. Follow him specifically if you want your latest 2019 Astros news.
It's true.
During the break, Jake, you brought up a very astute point about the Tampa Bay Rays baseball organization. What is that specifically? What would you like to get into about that baseball club?
They're just so annoying.
So fucking annoying.
Just so annoying.
Like the Yankees, obviously we hate
It never
the most,
ends.
right?
It never ends. The Rays were bad. They weren't even bad. They were like mediocre for what, a year? That little stretch there, like 18, 19, I think, right?
No, they made the playoffs in 18, right?
And 19, I think.
Oh, then maybe it was the 2 years before. There was 1 year where they were like 80. They were like a 500
Or was it
team.
not? Did they make the playoffs in 18?
I'm thinking of like 15, 16.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Was
of.
when they were
That-
kinda meh.
Like 15, 16, 17 in there. But other than that, they have been a force for, 15 years now? 16 years now?
Some kind of a force.
Sadly.
Tampa did not make the postseason in 2018, my mistake.
Okay, so that's what
God,
I'm
they
thinking.
still had 90 wins, though. Jesus.
Yeah, I thought they were a
Christ.
good team.
All right. They just, and it's a meme, but it's true. They just pluck guys out of fucking thin air and make them aces and silver sluggers, and it's so fucked. It is fucked. I'm sick of it.
Like,
Yesterday-
obviously, we hate the Yankees the most, right? But they
Yeah.
are such fucking pests. Thorns
I
in the
actually
side.
don't know if
You're
I
right.
hate the Yankees the most.
I mean, I do, but
Like, the real hate in my heart. Like, Yankees fans are fun to make fun of and stuff. But the Rays
There's
have
no-
caused
somebody
me,
on the Yankees
the Rays have
where
caused
I'm
me
like-
much more.
oh, Josh
more-
Donaldson, dude, I fucking
much more
despise
angst.
Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson's not a real Yankee.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
be real.
Yeah, even Yankees fans hate.
He's
Josh
a
Donaldson.
Yino, Yankee name
He's a
only.
Yino.
Yeah.
I mean, since 2007, post 07, the Red Sox Yankees don't have any. It's like the 18 DS and the wild card game. That's all we've got. The Rays, though.
In the playoffs, we have 13 DS, 18 DS, 08
08 CS, yeah.
pennant.
21 DS.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I just hate the Rays. Specifically, what made me think of this was the doubleheader game, the second game. Harold Ramirez, talented guy.
Big guy.
I went to his BREF page so I could piss myself off. His 3 year, he played 2 years for Miami. He fucking sucked. He slugged 400, had an OBP of 275. I mean, this guy was awful. Then he goes to Cleveland for a year, sucks again, slugs under 400, OPS of 703, which is whatever. Then we arrive in Tampa Bay in 2022. He's hitting 300, OBP of 350. And then this year, suddenly his slugging goes up 100. He has an 847 OPS right now. This dude can't. What? Where you? What?
Shout out to
And
the
they do
scouting,
that.
man.
They do that 5 times a year. I swear to God.
And again, they just retooled. I'm convinced that there's a factory in St. Petersburg where they just manufacture relief pitchers who throw 99 with disgusting movement. Then they move on, and then they'll just pump out a new guy. It's okay.
If
it's fine.
they make Jake Diekman into an actual useful reliever, that might be it for me. I mean, that really might be it for me.
for all of baseball,
Yeah.
for you, like where Nick Anderson's with the Braves now, right? Yeah.
Sure.
How is he doing with the Braves? Because he was hurt. I think he had like Tommy John or something like that. He's doing 3.33 ERA over 24 and a third innings pitched, 1.35 ERA plus. So he's doing really well. But like his fucking 2020. Oh, I guess it was only 16 innings pitched, so it's like kind of
Yeah.
take it for
How
what
many
it
guys
is.
have left
He was
the
really
Rays?
good with the Rays. Is the point? He was really
How many
good with
guys
the
have
Rays.
left the Rays and still been good? It's not a lot. There's
No.
something mysterious down there. Even their great players leave and are mid to bad. Carl Crawford.
Yeah, we know a thing or two about
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Matt Garza, we were just talking about the other day.
I know a couple of 3 things
I would-
about Carl Crawford.
I would say like the only guy who made his name in Tampa left and like
It was still pretty good. Longo.
was still something. I was gonna say Zobrist.
Well, Zobrist, yeah. Longo.
Longo had 1 good year after he left.
No,
Tampa.
Longo had a couple good years, I think, right?
I'm looking at it right now. It's not really fits.
Really?
Is San
He-
Fran?
He had 1 year in San Francisco where his OPS was higher than 765.
Okay, so
and
maybe
that was 21 when
Yeah,
everybody
21. That was the
Magic
gross
in a
devil
bottle.
magic Giants. Yeah, the
well, there you
weirdest
go.
team in the history of baseball.
Yeah, shows what I know.
Yeah,
you're right.
it is so bizarre. I don't.
I will say for Longo though, outside shot at the Hall of Fame. If you look at his
No.
WAR.
No way.
No
Not a
way.
fucking chance,
58
Liam. Respectfully.
58 and a half.
He's an accumulator, to quote Mike Francesa.
That's true. It's true. That longevity might
His
get you
WAR's
in.
at 58.
Yeah. Can you believe
That
that?
has to just be on principle being a third baseman, right? Has to.
Well, he was a great fielder.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
great player for a couple. He was fantastic, rookie of the year. I loved watching him play when he was on. He was a really good fucking player. Not a Hall of Famer, not even close.
That
Yeah.
58's
Oh
barking.
gosh, he was special those first
If
4 or 5 seasons,
if
huh?
Evan Longoria is a Hall of Famer, I need
Yeah.
to stop.
Well,
I know,
let's
we need
be real.
to
Let's be
pause the
real.
conversation here.
No,
I
no,
can't
no,
let
'cause-
this slide. No.
Don't act like Cooperstown is some magical place because Harold Baines.
Yeah, Harold
and
Baines is
Todd,
in there. I understand
Guys
that.
like that are in there.
And I'm a
So it
bigger
would
Hall
not-
guy. Like I get that.
I have no respect for the Hall of Fame, so it would not surprise me at all to see the voters get a guy like Longo in.
Oh,
That's all I'm
Liam,
saying.
you're being dramatic.
Oh.
I'm not being dramatic at all.
He did Evan Longoria. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't even have accolades. He won Rookie of the Year, and
Handful
he
of
was
All-Star games.
three All-Star. 3.
I'm just saying.
And they were the
I'm just
first 3
saying.
years of his career. He never went back after that.
This has less
That's-
to do with
He's
Evan
got
bizarre,
Longoria.
6
actually.
more career
How
WAR
did
than
that
Nolan Arenado. I mean, Arenado's had 2,000 less plate appearances, but that's crazy.
This
How
has
Wait,
this
how
has
did
less to
Longo
do with
never
Evan
go back
Longoria,
to the
the-
All-Star?
How
game after-
does he have 58 and a half WAR? That's fucking nuts.
It's
Well-
wild.
Well, he's been in the league a long time, but he racked up. I mean,
I mean, it's all coming from Tampa.
his first 6 years. He had like 6, 8.
He was
I
a
mean,
very good player.
50
I wouldn't even
almost
call him like
51 and a
excellent. He was
half
a
of
very
that
good
WAR is
player.
from Tampa.
Why did Evan Longoria not make the 2011 All-Star game? That's something I'm going to do some research in.
Maybe it was a horrible first half, and he just turned it on. in the second half.
7.2 WAR that year.
He was really good in the last game of the year, Jake.
He certainly was. he certainly was.
He's really good in that last game.
Yeah, Evan Longoria, huh? How about that? I don't know
Who's
why
he
we...
around in terms of WAR?
How did we end up on? Yeah, this
we
is.
might
You
be
know
going
what?
down
We're
a
doing a
rabbit
deep
hole.
dive on Evan
Yeah,
Longoria
you know what?
right now.
We could talk about the Raimel Tapia situation. Every other Red Sox podcast will be doing that this week.
Yeah,
No, this is
no.
the podcast where we're doing a deep dive into Evan Longoria's.
Oh my God, another one. James Shields.
James.
Shi- Nothing after he. fucking terrible after he left.
He was
Well, so-
never.
well,
good
it's
in
not-
He
games
wasn't even that good
either.
when he was there, to be fair. But some weird narrative.
Then he went to San Diego. Then it's not like he was traded for
B.J.
anyone
Upton,
notable.
another one, fell up. What's his name now?
He didn't. It
was Melvin. I think he went back to
outside
BJ.
of the ALCS.
Oh, he's. Oh, you're right. He did go back to B.J. I'm just looking at the 08 Rays. What a cast of characters.
Who's the Aquamura? Who's the second
Are
baseman
you
there?
think of the middle infielder?
Yeah,
Yes.
Akinori
Iramura.
Iramura.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Thank you.
bastard. Final out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Looking at career.
I mean, come on.
Dude, Evan
2011 Rays.
Longoria is right behind Sammy Sosa.
You know what? I got one. I got
Literally
I got
point
one.
one
It's
behind.
wild. It's crazy.
Hold on, hold that thought for 1 second, Jake. Sammy Sosa, this is B War, so people are going to yell at us about F War, but this is B War. 58.6 career B War for Sammy Sosa, 58.5 for Longo.
That's great. I have two things I want to say. One, I do have one guy that was good after Ben Zobrist was.
Yeah, we
Still
meant
good.
Zobrist is
He left and was good.
Was he World Series MVP in 16?
Yeah, he was. Also, I mean, he was worse after he left, but David Price still pretty good after he left.
holds all the cards.
Yeah, and then
True.
here's this. As I'm searching here. Would you believe me if I told you Johnny Damon had 2.5 WAR for the 2011 Tampa Bay Rays?
Sounds about right.
I thought he was like a scrub by the 2.5 WAR. That's a valuable player on your roster.
Yeah,
I hate
Rays are
this.
so
I hate
fucking
this team.
weird.
The way Liam feels about the Cardinals is the way I feel about the Rays, or the Angels. I mean, excuse me. I
The
have
Angels
such
aren't
a
good.
real-
That's the problem.
Yeah, the Angels are funny. You know, it's funny that they.
Yeah, it's not
are
funny
such
when,
it's not funny. The Rays come to town, they shellac us.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That's not fun. What are we? We're 1 and they lose today. They're 1-7 this year against the Rays.
God.
I'm looking at some of the neighbors around Evan
He's
Longoria,
he's in good company. I'm telling you.
but he's also in some meh company.
I think
No,
his
'cause that's-
accolades.
I mean, that's
I
right
think his
around the cutoff.
accolades are going to hold
Dude,
him back. His
dude,
accolades are going to hold him back.
Dude,
He's got nothing.
Ichiro's at exactly 60. Ichiro and Longo are not in the same fucking area code.
But that's to be fair, Ichiro did come here at what, like 28?
Yeah, then
or
he
something?
produced
But he
for.
still played
he was a
like
great
20
producer for
years.
12 years.
No, but I'm saying that's kind of an unfair comparison anyway, because it's
I
like
guess, but it's just the principle of the matter that he's only 1.5 WAR off of Ichiro, who's probably going in first ballot, I would guess, if not second.
Is
I
he
would say
out
first.
next year. Or
I
this
think so.
summer?
He's got to be coming out. I think technically 19 he retired. He played like that first game or two in
James,
19.
that's right.
fucking James Loney had 2.5 WAR for the 13.
James Loney is my
Rays.
nickname today.
Oh yeah, he is. That's
You
crazy.
know that there's a player with 58.8 career WAR. I was not familiar not familiar with this man. He played in the 1910s and the 1920s. His name was Urban Shocker.
Urban Shocker.
Urban
Okay.
Shocker. What a name.
Ah,
Sure.
Sounds like
Just above Longo at 58.8 career WAR. Dick Allen.
God, remember Unella?
Urban
Bottle.
Shocker.
That's a name.
Folks. Urban
John Olerud.
Shocker, also known as gentrification.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice. That's
Oh!
good, yeah.
Ow!
Okay, yeah, this is what I was thinking of. 14, 15, 16, 17. The Rays were not
Yeah,
good.
they weren't good.
That was the stretch I was thinking of. And then 18, they won 90 games, and they've been good since then again.
I know
Yeah,
he's
they-
a pitcher, but
they
how is Bob
bottomed out.
Feller?
They
How
bottomed
is
out in
Bob
16.
Feller only 63.5? Jackie Robinson is 63.8. Longo's on Jackie Robinson's heels. I know Jake's saying something else. I can't get over this fucking Longoria thing. My mind is being blown right now.
I can't get over the
Just quietly, he
the
accumulates
mediocre
it.
players that put up like 4 WAR seasons on the Rays every year.
Doing more with less. Good for them.
Logan Forsythe,
No,
3.5
not good
WAR.
for
Logan Forsythe. What a
In
fucking name that is.
2016, are you
What a pull.
shitting me? Logan
Good pull there.
I mean, this is like, I feel like I'm going
Yeah,
insane.
it is insane. They never won more than 70 games until 2008. And then since then, they haven't lost, or they haven't won
more.
less than 68 games. since that World Series run.
Who even is this? I've never some guy. I don't even remember this guy. Malix Smith.
Oh, I remember Malik Smith.
He had
wore number
3.5.
0.
He had 3.5 WAR for the Rays in 2018.
I remember Malix,
He's not
yeah.
even in baseball anymore.
Was he with the Diamondbacks for a little bit too?
Yeah, his.
I want to say he was a Brave.
No, he
too.
was a Brave, and then a
Brave.
Ray, and then a Mariner. And
Okay.
yeah, I mean, the dude's career OPS plus is 88, and he had 3.5 WAR for the 18 Rays.
Jake,
His
is-
career.
Jake, is Joe Mauer a Hall of Famer?
Joe Mauer.
Yes. Do
Yeah,
you think he should be
right?
in the Hall of Fame?
I think so.
Easily. I think he should easily be a Hall of
Hold
Famer.
on.
Yeah.
Tommy Pham was third on the Rays in WAR in 2000.
Yes. Do you understand how fucked up this team is?
I like how we keep jumping back and forth between
They're
two different
so
subjects.
fucked up. I hate them, dude.
Like branching off of the same thing, but it's two totally different conversations.
You can look up any player in the history of baseball in the last, or not the history, but any player in the last 20 years that you think, remember that guy? He had a 3-WAR season for the Rays somewhere at some point in his career.
My
It's
Joe
like-
my Joe Mauer point was that he has 55.2 WAR compared to Longo's 58.5.
I always feel like Mauer didn't play that long, though. Is that true? Am I imagining such a thing?
He played for a bit.
I mean, 14 years, that's not super long for a Hall of Famer.
But it was a really good decade or so. Really good tracker. It has an MVP in there as well. Has
Joe
the accolade.
Mauer's baseball reference I just got a 404 for Joe Mauer's baseball reference page.
What?
Is this happening?
Oh, also,
David Ortiz. I know he's a designated
We've
hitter,
imagined
but
Joe
55.3.
Mauer, unfortunately. What's
Jeff
David
Kent.
Ortiz?
Everyone's like, ooh, Jeff Kent, Hall of Fame. Jeff Kent, Hall of Fame. 55.5.
I did not support Jeff Kent's Hall of Fame case, by the way.
Neither did I at the end of the day. It was close. I could understand
Yeah,
it, but
His classic Hall of
But
Very
again,
good
second
for old
baseman,
Jeff
55.5.
Kent.
Really good offensive second baseman, though.
I guess we're not looking at Joe Mauer's stats.
I can't believe this. I can't believe Joe Mauer didn't exist.
Joe Mauer. I was able to pull up Joe Mauer. I'll take a look at Joe Mauer.
On BREF?
Yeah, I got it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got it here.
All right.
I'm gonna look
up,
I'm gonna look from
what's other-
04. I'm gonna look 04 through 14 because
Oh, no,
the
never
last
mind, I
couple
got it.
years. You're looking like a
2019
decade
Rays.
stretch here.
I've got the 2019 race here. Let me get the
860 OPS in those years. 133 OPS plus.
Okay, this one's the least offensive one I found. I think most of these guys, I'm like, yeah, that's. Tommy Pham had 4 WAR for the 2019 race.
This is gonna be a disaster to listen to. People are probably like anxiety through the roof because we just keep going back and forth.
Speaking of the
between
Red
these two
Sox,
things.
sounds like it looks like Nick Pivetta just laid an egg. He just got pulled. The bases are loaded with 1 out in the 7th.
There you go, Nicky Smooches.
4
All right,
to
wait,
1, fellas.
Okay, wait. Let's just get back to the Red Sox. Is it over? Do you guys think it's over this year? I think
I don't think
everything's
it's over.
I don't think it's over, but everything's kind of going wrong all at once. It feels like we're digging a bit.
But
of
again,
a hole here.
it sucks that it's at home. They're also playing the best team in baseball, and they're going to be
No, I
getting
know,
healthier.
but it's
But
I
there's
don't
also
know.
so many fucking self-inflicted errors. The
Yeah.
defense
Yeah.
is the decision making has just been sloppy.
So I've-
Cora's mismanaged a couple of games. It's so many shots to the foot.
I
I've
didn't
talked
realize
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
on
Liam.
on Saturday when Kenley came in the second time. Apparently, that's because Jolie got hurt warming up. That's why he landed on the IL the next day. That's why Kenley had to come in. So I had initially blamed Cora for that move, but retroactively, I'm removing that.
Liam, that's that's very big of you, Liam. Thank
yeah,
you. For that.
I'm trying to be the bigger
I
person.
guess.
I have spoken previously on that Memorial Day is when I know if a team is toast or not, or like how much time and effort I need to put in following them. I think I have a pretty good idea of what these Red Sox are. It's been 2 weeks. It's Memorial Day, right?
Just over 500.
Yeah, they're mid.
That's where they're going to be all year.
80, I said
They're
82
mid.
and 80 to
They're
start
mid,
the year.
and we said that before the year. That's fine as
Just be
long
fun.
as our young guys take a couple steps, and it's
Be fun.
yeah.
There's been some fun moments.
Yeah.
We've shared a few.
I think
Not
I
for
think
a few
that
weeks, I
it
don't
was
feel like.
unfortunate that we got it. Yeah, I was gonna say that April was unfortunate.
April
because
was
we started
great.
out.
Mariano
Really?
Rivera is the only unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's got like 2 less WAR than Evan Longoria. I'm sorry, I can't go.
No,
over
Evan
this.
Longoria, unanimous Hall of Famer is what you're saying.
Right? Tim Hudson,
How did,
same deal.
How did I know that Nicky P. We just briefly touched on him, but what a weird thing that he just got worse every year he was here.
Yeah.
How does that happen? What
People figure you out. You know what I mean? Like
I guess
highly
like,
volatile,
how old is
prone
he?
to
now?
hard contact,
he should
prone to
be-
blow up explosion innings.
this
He
man should be in
a
his
place
prime.
where he's getting better progressively.
Well, that's what I'm. That's yeah. It's not like he's an old man. That's kind of
Hey, he's 30. This is his age 30
yeah.
season.
It might be time for him.
I mean, 21, man. I guess that was the peak. ERA
Oh my
plus
God,
of
he walked
103.
the bases loaded.
Oh, did he?
Oh, I didn't realize he did
Oh.
that.
Well, Bernardino saved the day, though.
Yeah, got out of it.
He got DP.
Give yourself a chance.
I like him. I think he's a good back end of the. Or what do you call a guy that pitches low leverage? It's not bad. It's not back end because
No, back end would be like 8,
back
9.
end is the closer, but it's the back
Middle
the
relief.
the bottom of the bullpen.
Middle relief.
Okay,
Yeah,
A guy.
he's a guy.
he's
a guy.
He's
a guy.
He's been a pleasant surprise, I have to say.
I know. That's
Strange
what I'm saying.
story, too.
Him and the sheriff as our two lefties, baby. Howdy. God, fucking Longo.
Well, we
Fucking
really
Longo.
went off the
Fitz
rails.
is
here,
going to start the campaign for
huh? We
Longo.
really went off the rails.
Am I
here.
seeing the light here? Is that like? I've been
Oh,
bathed into the
Tapia.
waters. Yeah, can
Tapia.
you want to
Oh, yeah, let's-
I don't know.
we could-
I think it's kind of it's hard to even say anything of meaning because it's the roster's not really done.
People
like, it
really
it
didn't like
doesn't
that move. People were
really
not happy.
matter though because Duvall and Chang are going to get back in the next whatever days, and then it's like
You got to make cuts somewhere.
it's
I
three
really
roster moves you have to make inside of a week, so you can't look at them one for one. Is my point.
Yeah, see what happens at the end of it.
Yeah.
Maybe readdress a week from now. See how
Yeah.
it looks.
Yeah.
When
So you know
Duvall's
what?
back
I mean,
I'm not
good
gonna
for-
say anything crazy right now.
Good for Duran if he stays up because I figured, this week Duran and Valdez were going down.
Yeah, especially if they had options.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
if Duran sticks around, I mean, good for him.
especially he's cooled off a bit. And by a bit, I mean a
hey,
good job.
that speed,
But
speed though, that
speed
speed
kills.
is valuable,
Speed kills, yeah.
especially in today's game with larger bases and an incentive to run.
Oh, speaking
I
of
don't know if
speed,
you, I don't know if you know this, but
another-
they changed the rules, Liam.
Another thing I hate
That's
about
what
the
I'm
Rays.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying, Jake?
Another thing I hate about the Rays. I'm gonna add one more. Why is it that they're the only team that can just run amok? Why has nobody else figured that out? I don't understand.
They run all over us, man.
Yeah, it seems to be Tampa Bay and just Ronald Acuna himself.
Yeah, I don't. I'm stuttering. This has me so flummoxed. I don't understand.
I saw
There's
it all the time,
29 other teams. They can't run like that. I mean, they're all athletes. It's not like the Rays have a bunch of track. I don't
A
understand.
monopoly on speed.
Yeah, I don't. I don't under. Why are they?
It's a new marketing efficiency.
23 stolen base.
Like
leaders by
Wander,
team.
I think Wander his like career high in steals. I mean, young career, of course, so it's not saying much. But I
Yeah,
think
they
it was
have
it was like
15 more stolen bases than the Pirates, who are second.
What the?
I don't-
How many
how
do
is
they
that-
have on the year?
They have 77. The Pirates have 62, and then it drops all the way down. The Reds have 58. Oh no, I'm sorry. It just updated. The Rays have 82, and the Pirates have 64. So they have almost 20 more than the next team.
So Wander Franco in his first two seasons combined, you're looking at about 150 games or so, 10 steals in 21 and 22 combined over those years. He already has 21 this year.
the rules changed for everyone. I don't.
Yeah, right. It's not like it just
No,
changed for Rays.
wake
games.
up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Run,
get.
run, go,
Just run.
run.
Just run. I'd rather you get caught a couple times figuring out who can run.
Well, the Red Sox will take you up on that offer. 'cause
I know,
They
I'm
love
saying,
to run into outs.
I don't. Yeah, I don't get why they. Yeah, I don't. How's that possible? How do you have
They love
20
running
more
into
stolen bases?
and that ended up shooting them in the ass against Cincinnati earlier in the week when Kike was thrown out at home for the third out and they lost 9-8. Was that the same game, or was that the 5-4 game? Was that the other backbreaking one-run loss?
The
we had
other
in Cincinnati?
one-run loss. to
Yeah,
the-
right? Yeah,
the
fuck.
mighty Cincinnati Reds.
It's been a tough week, fellas.
Yeah, it's not been fun. So, do you want to make it a better end to the week by talking some Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's enough baseball.
Yeah, feel like we have to.
It's enough baseball for now. Can't believe we're only getting the Yankees for the first time now this upcoming week after Cleveland. It's weird. It's a weird
That's
feeling.
here, isn't it? Is that here? Or are we
No,
going there?
it's in New York, and then the weekend after that, it's back here. We play them
Okay,
again.
that's what I
I'll
thought.
be at
Alright.
one of those games. I think I'm going Saturday night.
Ooh, I think I'll be there. I think I got tickets for Saturday too.
I'll go with
Fitz.
some other pals, but I will meet up with you there.
Oh,
Ooh,
see?
ouch!
If you're not friends,
Ouch,
Jesus
Liam.
Christ.
God
I said I'll meet up with them. How's that
Oh my
wrong, Jake?
God! He
Jake, you
didn't
wanna
even
come with-
ask. He didn't even ask to meet up. Fitz said, "You know what, Liam? I'll think about it."
I said I would meet up with them.
Taking
I was
pity
that
on
thing
me.
forward. I was like,
he'll
I will
stop
not-
by. He's probably in. He's
You're
probably
like
in the
you're a
suites again.
Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh Jesus!
You get John Cena over here.
Ow!
The kindness of his heart.
Oh man,
Fitz, you're an angel, man, for letting Liam see you.
my presence is the present.
Yeah.
Kiss my ass. All right, ad time. Ow!
What do I get for dinner tonight? Maybe some chicky nuggies. I've got some chicky nuggies in the freezer.
We all love some chicken nuggies.
Heat
Speaking of
nuggets.
nuggies, how about the Heat last night? Crazy win. I checked in on that one.
If they win the title, man, like good for them. All right.
Yeah,
the
I watched
Panthers.
last night and I started to lighten up on the Celtics. I was like, maybe it wasn't them. Maybe this team really is just fucking like they sold their soul. I don't know.
There's something
I'm
about
so
them.
sick of the Heat, though. Fuck them.
All these teams from Florida, man.
Connor Wong hit. I'll tell you what. I like him.
I like Connor Wong.
That's my catcher
I
for
did
the
not.
next.
I did
some
not
odd
like his
years.
throw yesterday, though.
It happens.
I mean, what would Reese McGuire do? He would
He
two
would
hop it.
jack off. He would jack off in a
Crank his hog is what he would do.
in a Dollar Tree parking lot.
Was it Dollar Tree? Do we know?
Maybe I made that up. I always
Dollar
I
General.
don't know. I thought it was like
could've been
Walmart,
could
wasn't
have been a
it?
Dollar General. Certainly could have been Dollar.
It's got to be
General.
on the police report.
I'll find out right now.
No, we're on
Reese
ad break.
McGuire.
Could be good to B-roll.
This is my Google's Reese McGuire jacking off. That's my.
I think that's how they would actually put it into the police report. Yeah.
All right. He was.
We got a
oh,
code.
It
5G.
was a strip mall. It was a strip mall, so I don't know if we'll get an actual store. Let me see.
But do we have like just a,
like an address?
is there a Plaster Fun Time in there? Is there a GameStop?
I'm looking.
You guys remember Plaster Fun Time? Was that a thing by your neck of the woods?
I don't know.
No, what the
I
fuck
don't
is that?
recall.
Plaster
go-
Fun Time?
Plaster Fun Time. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like, but it doesn't sound
Plaster,
good.
you would go there. It's like you basically painted like pottery for fun.
Okay,
Like, you
so
get,
he's
all
huffing
these-
paint.
Oh,
as a
yeah.
kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't called that. Mine was much
You may
less
have had
stupid.
you may have had a
but-
different name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plaster Fun Time.
That just sounds like you're doing drugs.
Hey kids, you want some Plaster Fun Time? Is Plaster Fun Time still open?
It's a Dundon. I
Yes.
can't. Yeah.
Oh, there's one
It's
right
a
by
s-
my fucking house. Right by the
Oh,
basement.
he was only charged with disorderly conduct. Good for him. It was Dollar Tree.
No,
There you
why
go.
was Dollar Tree parking lot.
McGuire was arrested in Dundon, Florida on February 7th after
Dunedin.
police. Okay, who cares? After police received a call about a man exposing himself inside a parked SUV at a Dollar Tree parking lot, according to the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office.
Well, there you go.
And that's our backup catcher, folks.
All right, Tristan, 3-1 count. Be a hitter now, kid.
He won't.
Do you want me to
Be
spoil
a
it?
hitter.
Do you want me to
What do you
spoil it?
do? What do you do, Fitz?
He drew a walk.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
He gets in those deep counts, man, every time.
He's almost too passive.
Every Casas at bat is 3-1. All right, do you want to talk Spider-Man now?
Yeah, I'm just making some notes, and I just sent you.
Casas getting that average up.
I sent you. I sent you a storefront of Plaster Fun Time to let you know that I'm not just imagining that Plaster Fun Time was a thing.
Oh, that's a terrible fucking
Oh, dear God.
Fitz. With all due respect, that looks terrible.
Looks like Smiling Friends.
it does. The opening, yeah.
Yeah, it's Plaster Fun Time. That's not our Plaster Fun Time. That's someone else's Plaster.
I
Fun
can't
Time.
do an impression of any of the. I can't do Pim or Charlie really. I can do Alan, but that's easy. And I guess I can do Mr. Boss. I can do Mr. Boss. Oh,
you
Mr.
do,
Frog. I can do all the side characters. I can't do the main game.
Can you do fucking what's his name? Green guy. Fuck, tip of my tongue.
Mr. Frog?
No, the smaller.
Glep?
Blep, yeah.
No, it's Glep with
Glep.
a G, not Blep. You
An uncultured swine.
you animal. Yeah, it's like no, it's higher than that. It's like I don't know.
I got eyes on Wally and Tessie
Alan,
across the way.
Where's my precious cheese?
I just wanted my cheese.
Mr. I can do Mr. Boss. It's like, no biting.
No
okay?
biting. Hey, what did we say?
What do you want me to bite you?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Shh.
He's doing the Dance Dance Revolution. Hold on, I'm doing something. Okay, go. Do we know when season 2 of that is coming out?
No.
No.
This ref 3-run bomb is gonna feed families.
I bet Fitz already knows what happens.
I'll keep it to myself.
Oh,
We're gonna start up again in 10 seconds.
That didn't sound positive.
Also, I might actually hear the music if there was a 3-run bomb.
Would you?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Uh-huh.
I love that. I remember when they debuted that. It was 2018 playoffs. It was fucking crazy.
Playoffs, they
That shit.
debuted it.
Yeah.
Huh.
They
Dude, that
debuted
shit-
in the playoffs?
Yeah. The first time I ever heard it was I'll tell you when, the Jackie Bradley double off Garrett Cole.
Oh, wow.
But the thing is, that's the home run music.
Oh, the home run music, right? The first time they ever played that run scoring music. Yeah, which rules. I love
I do like that.
the run scoring music. Ref. Okay.
It's like a sea shanty.
The Wellerman. All right, 10 seconds actually this time. We'll get into it. 5. Just because I already put 45 seconds on it, so that's what we're going to do. We're back. Wait, what?
No, I can't say it on air.
Ow!
Okay, all right. Ow! Okay, all right. Hold on, Lansdowne, we're back. Jake, who can't say whatever it was without getting Steven Tylered. Liam, I'm Fitz. Non-baseball talk now. Doing some Spider-Verse talk now. The door's on the left if you don't want to hear any spoilers for Across the Spider-Verse or you just don't care about it. We appreciate you for listening anyways, and we will talk to you next week. But if you want to stay, you want to talk some spiders with us, stick around.
This is Cinema on Lansdowne.
It's Cinema on Lansdowne. And fellas, simply put, that was cinema. New Spider-Man movie is cinema.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was great.
Amazing.
Had a lot
I
of
can't
fun.
wait to watch again. I will be going again. AMC Stubs, baby. But
Yeah, sure. A lot of Easter eggs you got to pick out on that second viewing.
might have to take like
No, it's
6
true.
viewings to find all of them.
I saw this morning. I saw a TikTok of when Miles is getting chased. There's a little Spider-Man popsicle chasing him, like the
Yes,
ones you
I
get
saw that.
at, like it's just floating back behind him.
That's amazing.
Yeah, what a picture!
One of those Spider-Man was Metro Boomin. He had a little cameo.
Oh, really?
The one in
he?
the
Who are all
all-white
your guys?
suit
Who's your favorite Spider-Man? Both of you. Your favorite Spider person?
out of that.
Mumbai Spider-Man.
No, it's just Spider-Man India. Have some.
Well,
have some
he's
cultural
from.
sensitivity.
What do they call it?
Mumbattan.
Mumbattan.
Mumbattan. Yeah.
Out of that group that we just got, I would say Spider-Punk was amazing. That was hilarious. Daniel Kaluuya.
I
shout out
love
to him.
Spider-Punk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comment on capitalism. No, he was really good.
I really liked. I mean, I know kind of the like. I'm a little more knowledgeable on the comics end, and it was really funny what they did with.
No, weird brag. but-
No, well, because Ben Riley, who is Andy Samberg's character, the guy that was like crying and stuff, that was funny.
Scarlet
the
Spider was good
the
too.
muscular Spider-Man. Is that
That's Scarlet
Okay.
Spider.
okay?
Yeah,
Didn't
Yeah,
know
that
his
was
name.
Andy Samberg.
Yeah, that was Andy Samberg.
Huh.
And that's just funny. That character is such a classic, like '90s edgy, like dark for the
Got like a
sake
jean jacket
of
on,
being
kind of.
dark. Yeah,
Right.
he's got like this cut off hoodie, and it's goofy. And that was really funny. Also, his art style was so cool. Scarlet Spiders. That looked
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to. Who else did I like? I liked.
It was amazing that all the different universes had their own kind of art style. That was really
Yeah.
well done. I thought, especially
Spider Punk's was crazy.
Yep, with like kind of like the paper kind of cut out, like sort of like
Yeah.
like Sex Pistols kind of look, what was I gonna say? Gwen's universe, like that.
The
art style.
watercolors.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that went crazy. That was very well
Yeah.
done. How like the different palettes would change. It's
I
almost
loved
like when you have like a labor of love project and people actually care about what they're working on. It like great things
Yeah.
can come of it. Wow, like, who would have thought?
Did you like it more than the first?
Hands down, yes. And I
Oh,
love
gosh.
the first one.
You know,
the first one was excellent. I like that one more.
I don't know if it's hard because this is so.
I can
clearly
understand
part
why
one.
you would like.
You gotta
it's
see
It's
the
so
second part.
clearly a part one, and I can't really give a final judgment until I see the next one in next March. But I don't know.
It's that soon.
Oh,
yeah, no, it was like it's like a planned thing where like they're releasing them close.
I knew
so
that. I thought they would maybe string us out a little bit more to wait on. But
No, you got.
oh damn, quick turnaround. There we go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That is beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yes. Saw the tease for that.
So how do you guys feel about the part one of it all?
I'll be honest, I completely forgot it was 2 parts until like halfway through the movie when Jake, you said it when we were sitting in the theater as the credits rolled, when they like actually met up with Miguel O'Hara and we're like 90
it's like an hour
minutes
and a half
into the
into
movie.
the yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like I knew there was a 3rd part, but I didn't remember that there was like likely to be a cliffhanger.
Well, it gives you a lot already in the second one while still making you want more. That's, you don't want Marvel MCU movies kind of fall into the pattern. Like think of Quantumania. You don't really get all that much. It's all just to set up the next thing. You know what I mean? While
Right.
not giving you any substance in the actual movie that you paid money to sit in. This was enough to hold you over while still leaving you the breadcrumbs of a cliffhanger. Excuse me. I thought.
I get why they didn't do this because I believe that because it was a trend like in the early 2010s. There was Harry Potter. There was Breaking Dawn, and there was Hunger Games. They were subtitled
parts 1 and 2,
part 1
yeah.
and part 2, and I believe it ended up like audiences would spend less money on one or the other.
Probably the second.
So, yeah, I don't know, but just something that
Go ahead, just
having
had
it
to
be part
guess.
1 and part 2. So then they just started. They dropped that, and it's just like 2 movies now with 2 different titles, like Endgame, Infinity War. That was originally part 1 and part 2, but then they gave them 2 separate titles. I actually think this would have benefited from having part 1 in the title because it is so clearly the first half of a story.
And that was the thing when they first announced it. I thought
it was a part 1.
That was the title. It's part 1.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've seen it compared to Dune in regards to like handling how it's the middle of a story, and I actually think Dune's ending, Dune part, the Dune movie, that actually felt a little more satisfactory. The ending of that, it was like, oh, okay, that's the end of a story.
Yeah, it felt more
He's
final.
kind of this. I mean, the movie ends.
This
Miles
had
is
like
literally tied up. Like
there's
no resolution to that at all.
It's an Empire Strikes Back type situation.
Yeah, I mean, even Empire though, there's a little finality to it.
Oh, yeah, they're like looking out at the galaxy
Yeah.
and whatnot, but they still got to go get.
There's a little finality of this, like Gwen and Miles both know, like, all right, hey, we're on the out and out, and Gwen's like, I'm gonna do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, I don't really care, but I do think a part 1 subtitle would have actually benefited this.
I think that's a good point. In the end, that's just a marketing decision. At the end of the day, that's the suits making that
Yeah.
call. But
The
that's a
story
good point.
itself, man. I like these characters.
I
I
do.
like them a lot. I want to hang out with them. I want to get to know
actually
them.
was a little, I don't know, about the main conflict, like about canon events and all that jazz. That they didn't lose me at all, but I was a little. I don't really understand Miguel O'Hara's whole like fucking deal. I guess. Shall I explain?
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but
Yeah, I don't get why he is like pissed off at Miles. Like from the start, like why he holds resentment to Miles from the beginning. Miles didn't. The spider was not his fault. Like he was just spray painting and the spider bit him. That's not what's he. There's nothing he can do about
Misplaced
that.
anger there.
And then, but also like, how does he even? How?
How?
I know that they cleaned up Spider-Man India's world, So why they can't just do that? I mean, do they have proof that they have to let these people die and stuff?
That's Miles's whole point of contention. He's like, you don't know that. That's the whole.
Yeah,
that's
'cause-
his
but
whole
then
point of view.
but then Gwen's dad quits the police force. What's her canon event now? Can you just tell people not to quit their job and you're fine?
Maybe that's the whole point. It doesn't. That's what it comes down to. Like canon
But it
events are
doesn't
bullshit.
matter.
Miguel O'Hara is just wrong. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, but no,
well, then
that's
in that case, then sure.
That's-
Not your
just
feelings,
like-
Jake. I'm talking about Miguel O'Hara's feelings.
no, I know.
When-
I thank you.
when Miguel
Turning
was
Point USA
explaining
and him.
everything, and they looked at Mumbattan, and there was the big hole in it. Miles is like, that's the spot. That's not because
That's
of
not
the
a canon
event
thing. That's
being-
just Spot
Yeah,
being Spot.
That's this spot.
Shout out
doing
Jason
something.
Schwartzman, by the way.
We
Yeah,
love
Very
the
good
great.
voice
spot.
actor.
Folks,
Very
we love the
scary
spot.
by the end too. He
Yes.
was
Yeah.
like an eldritch
Really-
horror kind of thing.
Really
going on.
leveled up.
Yeah, he did.
I kept
did,
saying
he
this to
absolutely
people that I saw with. He's in Klaus. Have you seen Klaus on Netflix? That Christmas movie.
I've
Fucking
heard of
banger.
it. I
cinema.
didn't see it,
Cinema. Watch it next time. Tearjerker.
Okay.
Banger of a movie. Love that
Oh.
movie. He's in that. But anyways, Spot became little unsettling towards the end of it.
Spot's a problem at this point.
That
Spot
was
was
another
low key
thing.
a problem. He was low key a bucket.
That was another thing. Like, this is so clearly a part one. Spot is not in the second half of this movie. He
he's
pops
not.
up. He's in Mumbattan. They beat him,
And
or
then you
whatever,
never see him
or he
again.
wins, or whatever. They save and then you don't see him until the last shot of the movie. The last shot of the movie.
No, see him powering up. He's like, I'm back, and then
Yeah.
again, that's
See you back home.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. But
He's
again, I
cool.
thought it was really, really
he's
good.
cool.
He's also very good in the new I Think You Should Leave season. He's in one of those.
They got
sketches.
Schwartzman in it.
Oh, that's
Yep,
right.
they got him in one of them.
Yes.
The talking about my kids sketch, which was very good.
I gotta watch.
Yeah, you do have to watch.
What else? I'm trying to think of other thoughts I had. Great to see the old gang back together.
Yes,
to
we're
end the
gonna get some
movie.
more Nick Cage.
Great to
more
see
Mulaney.
my man, my girl Penny Parker, my man Spider Ham, my man Spider-Man Noir.
Nick Cage was hilarious in that first one.
Yeah,
Just being
so
Nick Cage.
great, so great of Gwen to get the gang back together.
Do we think, and this is like, I don't think it's going to happen because it would be more of like a Disney thing to do. Do you think we end up seeing like Andrew Garfield and
Absolutely,
and Tom in the third part?
100%. Maybe not as main characters, but absolutely they're coming in.
Because
for a
I mean, they
so-
showed him already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for a
don't think
hot
they
second, you know what I
showed-
mean?
I think
They
that's
didn't show
such a
Tom,
that's such a
did they?
layup. No, they didn't show Tom. That's such a layup to show them like really quick.
Yeah, just a hot second. You don't need to
Yeah.
do the whole
Like, oh,
audience
hey, I don't
pause
know.
thing.
I don't know what the
I,
movie's
I
going to
worry
entail.
they
but-
would. I worry they would be more than that.
I don't
but
know.
I don't
They've
think
been
they- I don't
they've been
think they will.
tasteful. They've been tasteful
Yeah,
in
they
this
have.
one. They certainly were.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
they only-
fucking
they only
Glover,
threw-
Donald Glover pulls
as,
up.
as Prowler was sweet.
It was a
Yes.
hot
I was
second.
so
yeah.
pumped to see that.
That was, and they didn't even hold on it. It was like, oh, good guy, it's gone.
It was like,
you know.
why are you staring?
How much do you want to bet if I go on YouTube right now and look it up? There's already like 50 videos with the soy face thumbnail
Yes.
saying that
Like, what
Childish
does this
Gambino
mean?
being in this confirms that he's Prowler in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because
well,
remember-
that is true.
100%.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Well,
Vince.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's in Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said, "Oh, my cousin Miles or something
Yeah.
like that has."
Also,
like-
something I noticed: how progressive of, or maybe it's not, and maybe it's normal in Miles' universe, but that his dad took his mother's last name. Kind of beautiful.
Oh, true. I didn't.
He's Officer Morales, but his
Is
surname
his last name
is
Davis?
Davis. Yeah, so that's kind of
So Miles Davis. Miles
well. That's
Davis
why
Morales.
they did that.
Like,
That's
I was
why.
gonna
say,
so
that's
he
what I saw
wasn't.
that.
So he wasn't Miles Davis, but. I guess they could have just made his dad
If peeing your pants is cool, consider
Latino
me
one.
Miles Davis.
But yes. Also, I thought that I forget what I was going to say.
There you go.
Favorite
you.
part. Favorite part. What was it? Everyone's favorite part.
Oh,
Favorite part, I'm just gonna say in terms of what made me laugh the hardest is when they went to the Lego universe and
I
Peter
love
Parker
the Lego-
gave the
the
tip.
Lego
14, a
so good.
14-year-old kid animated that scene.
Really, that was
Yeah.
So
amazing.
so when the trailer for he made a he made a Lego like remake of the trailer for the first movie, and then they hired him to animate that part of the sequel.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool. But when they go to Peter Parker and
Beep boop.
Miguel, he gets buzzed in.
You're one of
and,
our very
because-
best.
Yeah, he's like, thank you, Peter. You're one of our
Yeah.
best. I killed me.
He's the only. That's the only time Miguel is nice the entire movie.
Yeah.
He goes, "You're
Lego
one of our best."
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That killed me.
Not a part, but one of my favorite aspects is that J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah is like the uniting thing in all of these.
Yeah.
he J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah in every universe.
He loves being J. Jonah Jameson.
It's so good. I think they showed him as J. Jonah in 4 different universes. It was fantastic.
The thing that sucks, I don't think he's J. Jonah in the PlayStation Spider-Man games, which I love how they just gave a little.
Oh,
like,
you're
shout out
right.
to them,
He's
the
not.
Insomniac.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
he's
guy
not.
who does that, J. Jonah Jameson,
Yeah, he's
still very
good though. He just does Alex Jones in that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what J. Jonah is now. Like 20 years later, they sort of have morphed him in to like a
not a
Infowars type.
retcon, but he's evolved.
Yeah,
into
well, like
that.
nobody fucking cares about the newspapers.
He's an
you know?
internet.
Like he doesn't. A newspaper wouldn't have
Guy.
that pull to make Spider-Man a menace. These
Wow,
days.
the Boston Red Sox ran into an out. How surprised is that? Wow.
Fitz, please. This is cinema on Lansdowne.
I'm sorry. I just said this 15 minutes ago. They
Strike
fucking
him out. Throw him out. I won't get the
Core's not happy. AC is not happy.
Was Dever supposed to swing?
Just get tossed, AC. Get the boys going. I bet he's saying a couple 4-letter words to him. I don't think they're making dinner plans, folks. Sir,
I did like
sir,
that the
resign,
lady
sir.
that I did like that the cashier from Venom showed up.
So is that what that
what
was?
that was a weird choice.
That was wild.
Like of
I mean, I
all
guess they're
the,
like, yeah,
if you
toss
want
her
to
in there.
flex Venom, which is
Why
weird.
her?
First of all, yeah, why her? Why not like oh gosh, I don't know, Michelle Williams or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. That actually was probably the one part of the movie I was a
Like,
little
what?
bit unsure of the choices there.
I'm trying to.
I haven't seen the Venom
spot
movie,
that-
so
it was,
I didn't-
it
I
was
didn't
the
pick up
spot
on
that
that.
showed up there, right?
Yeah,
In the convenience store. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like
It's when he's inside his own. He kicks his own butt. Puts
Yeah.
himself in his own
yes.
butt.
yeah. But
I
it was
gotta see
great.
this again.
I really
I
did
gotta-
love it. It was a really great movie. And I mean, I can't really add a new spin on this, but what a great legacy for the first movie, that it basically is like changing the way North American animation, like Western animation, works. Like you can experiment
Actually
with like,
looks good.
with
That's
cool
good,
shit
yeah.
now. Fitz, did you see the
You don't
TMNT
just-
trailer before the movie?
Yes. Yeah.
That looks so cool. That art style. That looks
Yeah, it doesn't all
awesome.
just have to be the Pixar eyes the entire
Yeah.
time. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Right? Or like the DreamWorks look the entire time.
Just that template.
Yeah, you can actually do like fun, interesting art styles that are different and unique.
Puss in Boots.
And innovative. Yeah, Puss in Boots, right? So, yeah, cinema. Confirmed cinema.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I got really.
that's all I got.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this team.
Yeah, the fucking how many? I can't go over how many fucking outs this team runs into. You sent that or which one of you sent that stat
Me, yeah. They have
saying
the
like
10th,
oh,
or their top 10 in
like most runs in terms
that,
of like
don't
bases
believe.
taken.
Yeah, bases take. Yeah.
Like
No
again,
way.
this is where I feel like a boomer. You're throwing your fancy stats at me. I watch the games. I've seen how many fucking outs this team runs into. God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But anyway, go see Spider-Verse if you haven't.
Yeah.
Well,
gave
actually,
us-
fun time.
it'd be weird if you were listening.
Yeah, I was like,
You
did we,
just
And
get,
said
hadn't
that.
seen it.
we gave a spoiler tag before that, right?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
pretty
oh my
sure I
gosh, what's
did.
our emoji this week, boys?
Ooh.
Should just be a spider
Oh, that's a great call, Fitz.
Yeah. That makes sense.
at Pod
If
on
you made it
Lansdowne.
this far.
If you've made it this far,
yep.
tweet a spider emoji at us.
And we will follow you and reply.
Can be a spider,
maybe not
spider
reply, but
web.
we
We
definitely
don't.
follow
If
you.
we follow, if you tweet at us and we don't reply to it, that's when we follow.
Oh, I've been following everybody that.
Okay, well then just keep following then. If you
Okay.
tweet it, we'll shoot a follow then. Okay.
All right.
And if we
Fitz-
haven't
there been a
followed
lot-
you,
have there been a
Fitz
lot
is
of-
stingy over
that
here
was the
with
first
the
one. That was a
I don't-
challenge.
No, we've done it
roll the
twice.
tape.
We've
roll
done
the tape.
two.
Roll the tape. When I first said it, I said if we don't reply to it, we'll follow. Roll the tape. Pull the
Have
receipts.
have there been a lot of people doing it? I've seen a
amount.
couple just
We
because
get a
like the
couple.
Pot on
Yeah, we get a
Lansdowne
couple.
account has replied to them.
It's a little bit to
Those
like,
are
oh, to
people we
get to
already
this point
know.
to pull out the phone to find the spider emoji. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but those are the real ones if you do the emoji call to action.
It's true. It's true.
Tweet out
Leave us
the
a voicemail too.
Yeah, leave a voicemail while you're at it if you want. That'd be great. Anyway, so again,
Leave a voicemail of you sending us a spider emoji.
I'm sure there's
and
something
asking
great.
a question.
You just hear a couple taps on the
Yeah.
phone. That's it, right?
Yeah, I mean you can narrate it or something.
Smiley taking over the podcast.
Smiley sending in his emoji.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get out of here, fellas.
All
Let's
right.
call it an
Love you,
episode.
boys. Love you,
Thank
boys.
you so much for listening to this episode of Pot on Lansdowne. We really, truly appreciate it. You hanging around, having some fun with us week in and week out. We'll be back next week. Until then, for Jake, for Liam, I'm Fitz. You've been you. Obey your mother. Go Sox.
Obey your mother.
Evan
I realized
Longoria,
that I mixed
Hall
it
of
up. I was
Fame.
supposed to say Go Sox and then Obey your mother. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna,
okay though. No,
Sox.
don't do it.
Nah.
Don't do it.
Sox,
Fitz.
obey your mother.
Fitz, you ruined it.
Go Sox. Evan Longoria, Hall of Fame? Question mark.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Thank you, Liam.